to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I need to put on some lipstick, so just pardon me for a moment. Oh, this is one that I'd rather put on. Okay. This is Gifts Unlocked by To the Inner Wild, Season 2, Episode 7. What is it? Get on with it. So I don't know if I'm doing chats today. I don't know. I don't really feel like much of a dialogue. I just want to do a reading. Okay. Give me a second. I just got a chat, so give me a second. Sorry about that. I had to respond to this text. All right, it is 11:54 p.m. now. So let's get on with it. These are the energy cards here. I don't know. I feel like a little snacky. Like I'm still kind of hungry. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. I ate pretty good. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a snack. Oh. So on the left side, it's 10 of Swords. That's weird. The recipient side, I mean, it seems as though anything that is received, as far as downloads, messages, interpretation of what the assignment is, I'm killing it. That's excellent. On the right side, 8 of Cups in reversal. Yeah, this is a comeback. This is part of my glow up. So let's get on with it. That's crazy. So keep going. As long as, what is it? Strike when the iron's hot or something? Something like that. But I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like it's not just a momentum, but or this is not like the was it the bus stop song? I don't even know what, like I'm blurring out on my idioms, but this is not just like a one stop type of thing, like the bus only comes around once. Is that how they say it? This is like the go time, and as long as I'm getting the messages, just ride with it, just go with that flow. And so it seems to be that I'm doing really, really well, exceedingly well. Hold on, let me check if it's both. Okay, I'll have to speak for me on this one. Now, what was I going to say about this? Yeah, I mean, there was a great deal of uncertainty on the last reading that looked like just 2 hours. Come on. It was 2 hours on the last reading. I can't even believe that it took me that long, and it still feels a little murky, but I feel a lot better after the fact. I think some readings are just like that. And, I mean, the previous ones, like, at least 2 prior to that were really, really good, I felt. But yeah, maybe I just had higher expectations. Um, but anyway, all was meant to be like so. So all right, those are the energy cards. Okay, this is excellent right here. I don't even need to ask for a progress report. They just gave it to me up front. Like, way to go, atta girl. Which is really nice. All right, so now getting the header cards. Yeah, the header cards. Let's do the header cards here. No. Yes. No. One from these. Okay, this is a Segue card. All right, let's shuffle first on this. Okay. This is the one. Six of Pentacles. This is reciprocity. Okay. So this is wonderful. Like, how could you not want to work with an item like this? And so, like, how would you want to even falter and fumble in working with an item like this? This dynamic is like a great opportunity for anyone. And this is just me reading the cards, whether it's for me or someone else. But for this, I can safely say, it's mine. But this is like, you wouldn't want to mess up. Like, if you want to enter, you should be sure to reciprocate. So this is wonderful. Okay, so that's a Segue card. Okay, what's my header cards? All right. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Oh, look at that. That's something. Oh, it's justice. No, wait, it's judgment. It's 20. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. It's judgment. It's karma. And then, 10 right here. That's a triple X right there. Holy smokes. There's like visual innuendos here. I mean, in its interpretation. But I mean, with Cupid up there on the like golden Cupids over there. And this is almost like some kind of a matrimony thing going on over here. Anyway, this is judgment. And then 10 of Swords. Another, oh my god, back to back. 10 of Swords, it's like turning the tables. Like what? This is crazy. This is crazy weird. I mean, judgment finally coming through, and its implication is not just marriage, but also like, so a very, 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 very strong commitment, but also justice. Like, it's a trio, it's a triple threat, just getting this card. But on the recipient and on the header card, holy smokes, that's amazing. And then on the right side, this is just like killing it again and again. Okay. Yeah, this is excellent. So all right, let's put this all together. So what's next? So let's get on with it. This one. Okay. Unrecognizable. Why is that? I came from holiday. Imperial Chinese attire. I don't know how to take that. This is just a crochet sweater. Rosary earrings. My usual necklace. And this is actually an Indian sari double skirt. I don't know. All right, let's get on with it. Oops. I don't know if that's just a comment, a compliment, or a diss. I have no idea. But I don't know. I mean, 3 of Wands in reversal. This is here, let me go ahead and check. Was it a comment, like an opinion, a compliment, or a diss? It's both a compliment and a diss, so it's an underhanded compliment. All right, let's just kick you out. Okay. Easy. Easy peasy. They had nothing to say after that, so I'm right. All right, so here. Okay, 3 of Wands in reverse. It's an overwhelming presence here. Okay. An overwhelming degree of presence here. Or here, we'll go proceed with this one. I can read my audience. You don't have to be physically present. I just give a little bit more the benefit of the doubt in certain situations. Like that other guy that was here, he may be a subscriber, but I've seen him several times here, and sometimes he's cool, sometimes he's not, and I don't know. I'm looking for consistent, like people who have consistency, and you know, I'm just very selective. So anyway, 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's get on with this. Let's get on with it. Oh, okay. But I do remember kicking him out another like one of the times before, and he like came back and he's like, "Oh no, I don't remember." And then he like did love bomb on me, and then I don't know, he's just like inconsistent. I don't know. He might be like a hacker that's just messing with my energy. I don't know, dude. Whatever. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles, extroverted in reversal. Yeah. So he's a codependent energy. Yeah, definitely. Like when somebody throws you in loops of confusion and has that much to like interact with, you know, I don't know. I just seen him like more than 5 times on readings. And just I don't know. Just whatever. Okay. Yeah. No worries. You're here for a particular reason. So, yeah, that energy was codependent, and I just have to be more diligent. I mean, I gave plenty of time to give a response when I asked if it was even before I asked, I said I didn't know if that was a compliment or a diss. And so then I paused and then I did the check between here and there and there. I checked 2 or 3 times. That was plenty of time for him to say something. And yet I saw like emojis. I can't really see on the emojis that come on the screen. They're so tiny, just like the chats. So it looked like somebody was like crying, laughing kind of thing. And it's like, okay, well, you can F off. I'm good with that. I don't need any confusion in my life. You know, purposeful confusion. Oh, what left over there? 4 of Pentacles upright. So, ownership. This is getting served. Like, it went down on the floor. And yeah, so like sometimes you have to like am I gonna waste my time any more time with that kind of energy? I've been through enough, and I'm in a place where a lot of wonderful things are coming through for me, and I just don't need anybody like trying to mess with that. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just not my taste. And there are plenty of people out there. I'm sure maybe somebody else would be flattered by that type of attention, but you know. I'm talking about the person that was before here that I had to kick out. So anyway, all right. Now, let's get on with it. Gifts unlocked by To the Inner Wild, Season 2, Episode 7. Let's get on with it. All right, so this is for me. Okay, for me. What fell here for me? Oh, Three of Wands again in reversal. It's back to the here and now. And then Queen of Swords, and then Three of Swords. So this is the Master number 33 sandwich with a diabolical plan to get rid of, or initiative, to get rid of energies that are just like trying to land me an overthought through their casual slays, their casual means of conquest. As if like, oh, to say like, I was here, I did that kind of energy. It's stupid. Yeah, so this is a return to sender type of energy. You see? It's a return to sender. It felt just like it was as if it were served right back at you. This is claiming my my territory, my terrain, my energy, my my HQ, wherever I'm at, you know? That's what's happening there. I only do paid readings now. Do 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 do. Clean it. There we go. Can you see it? It looks a little ghetto, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright. So this is the High Priestess in reversal, opening to the Nine of Cups. This is being objective to stand firm on where I'm at with my happiness. Like, it's already end of day. I'm about to call it a day. Oh, it's 12:10 a.m. And it's like, on to the new chapter. I just... Shh. I'm not going to let anyone take away from that. So anything else? No. Okay, new topic. We're starting with new topic. All right. Do you have a single question? Are you looking for a reading right here, right now? Like as a public reading for just one question, one topic? Did you want me to go at it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes? All right, here we go. Okay, the Sun and the Hermit card, very opposing energies, a dichotomy. Okay, Four of Wands right behind there. So, yeah, this is claiming my territory, my terrain, my prospects, my opportunities. And so this is kind of like almost eclipse type of energy. Like the only energy that's going to eclipse me is another version of myself. And this way it's like, this is protecting myself. Going like dark mode on what really keeps me lit. And so yeah, this is self-protective measures. Yeah, protecting myself. Interesting. So let's get on with it. What does that mean then? That means that there's like a complete on-off switch with me. So it's immediately like everything is like a casting call. Either you're in or you're out. Like you're just there's or not even that, because there's checkpoints to even that. It's that decisiveness with what's right up front. Yeah. 5 minutes cash app. You have one question. If you want to do that here, it's $20 for one question, 5 minutes. And it's a little bit more if it's like separate, you know. If it's but because this is public, it's less, because it's, you know, it's within what I'm doing right now. I don't know. Right here on the live? Okay, go for it. Here, give me a second though. Okay. Yeah. I should get a notice on it if you do that, but all right, anyway. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so this is going dark. Or like lit, just as I proceed ahead. This is the Emperor card and 10 of Cups. Yeah, this is really manning up. This is big boss energy. This is internal, so that's me. That's me. Big BFD boss with 10 of Cups. I am fulfilled. I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Yeah. All right. Let's get on with it. Seven of Swords. Is it bullshit? Deceit? Lies? This is a clear steal for home base and taking it. So this is being super duper protective. At this point, I know that I can trust myself. And I just go with that. Because it does take a while to earn trust, and I've realized that over meeting many people. So that's where I'm at. It's not being super guarded and not letting people in, or being super defensive. It's just, I've seen enough patterns to know that I'm worthwhile and people investing in me properly. Not trying to take shortcuts. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Okay. Did you already do the Cash App, Edwin? Let me double check. I don't know. What is your question? I checked my Cash App and I didn't see anything there, so yeah, you can ask a question, relay a topic, or ask for just a general reading. It's, all right. So anyway, let's get on with it. 2 of Cups in reverse. That's your energy right now. Just as you said. So I'm going to put that back in over here. Unless, hold on. Yeah, put it back. Upright, opened up to the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Invest in self. So I am continuing on with the reading until I move forward. Just a general reading? Okay. That's fine. Let me know when you did the deposit, and then I will start your reading timed. Okay, 7 of Pentacles in reversal. This is live energy. Like, that's already, that's depicting, you know, the cash shop. That's so freaking weird. Let me put that back in the deck. Yeah. Okay, upright for patience. The Star card. Ta-da! You want a general reading about your financial outcome. Sure. All right. It hasn't started yet. Okay. You have to let me know. Because I'm not sure if the notifications come through like as quickly. Hi, I've seen you before, Excelsior. Believe so. Anyway, anything else that I need to know? Let's get on with it. 2 of Wands extroverted. These are sizing things up correctly. Plans. These are plans. Plans on moving forward, but not just like in its immediate state. This is like encouragement. This is the elongated version or a more emphatic version of saying like, atta girl, like, keep going. This is, I can safely make plans to move forward. Like I can, that's strange. Give me a second. Okay, I got it, Edwin. All right, how far in the future are you looking at? Just something general? Let me see what deck I'm supposed to use. Gosh, 10 years. Okay. In the next 10 years or within the next 10 years? You crazy. 10 years? You're freaking crazy. You must be young. All right, let's clear this. Five to 10 years? Okay. Your financial outcome? Okay. All right. Okay. Financial outcome in the next 5 to 10 years. All right. Okay. I'm going to time it maybe on this. Friggity frig. Turn on. Both of them are off. It's okay. Okay. It's taking forever. Well, thanks for your patience. You're nervous? You shouldn't be nervous. I'm annoyed. This isn't turning on. That's okay. I can just look it at here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start in just a second. Starting now. Okay. All right. This is Queen of Wands. Okay, that's me. All right. I'm magic. Okay. I can work my magic. Okay. All right. Okay, this is you. Page of Pentacles. All right. Okay. These are header cards. Okay. Or this is like, okay. All right. So your financial outcome in the next 5 or 10 years. Okay. Internal. All right. All right. That's the full card. Okay, clarified. All right, King of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, and Six of Swords. Internal. Okay. These are all the same cards here. Seven of Cups. All right. Okay. King of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, and Six of Swords. This is the same energy, though. This is an external energy. Okay. It looks like, here's the partnership already existing. No. So it looks like there's many ways that you can go about in this. Like there's like a fresh start with a variety of options. It looks like you are you have some kind of leverage that makes you stand out for your particular case. And with that, it looks like there's someone that you can partner with that will help with navigation, that will help you secure your basic needs up front, because it looks like that's something that's needed, like in the here and now, if not in the near future. However, it shows that there's another person. Well, it's the same person here. Okay. That is like he's emotionally, or wait, no, he's a player. This is a new person though. He's like inspirational. He's intuitive. He has great plus sides to him. But on the same note, he's also a well-versed player. Therefore, I wouldn't trust that energy in the long run. Yeah, like you have to keep your guard up. Yeah. Yeah, this energy is a well-versed player. Like he has some tricks up his sleeves, and may take advantage of your situation. Yes. Unfortunately, um, let me just see here. I don't get that this is a stalker energy here. But let me see here. Queen of Pentacles. Businesswoman here. What is this businesswoman doing here? Seven of Pentacles. The true person that would be most helpful to you. I mean, this might be okay for you in the short run, like because it looks like you may be needing that. Like you really feel like you're going to need some resources to come through, because it's like this is rough terrain here in the near future. Um, and so it looks like the person that would really help you out in the long run is a female. It's a Queen of Pentacles. It's someone that is this is a businesswoman too, but she's more like a mother figure as well. Um, uh, yeah, this is a long run over here. Seven Pentacles. This is patience with the output, but with someone who has a that kind of touch, she'll actually be more facilitative for you, because it's not all 100% business here. I think you need that this added touch, this supplement, to help you succeed. Yeah, that's the 5-minute version of it. Yeah, that's what it's showing me here. I'm trying to juice out everything that I can over here. But you're coming in as the Page of Pentacles here. And so I'm just saying that this would greatly benefit you. Not just someone who's superior and in masculine form that is like, like, what do you call it? Inspirational and very intuitive, so they can kind of manifest easily. But you don't need people who are going to play you. Not when you're in that position. So that's that. That's your financial read, your quick financial read for the next 5 to 10 years. You have a couple companies and are looking for a venture capital. That's what it looks like, because that's what it is. Like, this is a new start. And these are like options, but you have something different that you're bringing to the table that's unlike the rest. And this is not a cliche. That's like, I checked the energy on what deck you should what I should do the reading for. I even checked with your guides of love and light, your highest guides, to see whether or not I could connect with them to read for you. And then I also asked, like, hidden in the scenario, if I should ask you or if I should just assume the part, and they said just go with it. Like, don't don't complicate things further for you. But that's, I'm just being as transparent as possible with that. You talk to your mom frequently, okay? Yeah, I mean, this is good. I mean, great things take time. 5 to 10 years is I'm glad that you narrowed it down mm, um to something that's a little bit more tangible. So you're, because like when you look at like, oh, what's my 10 to 20 year plan? Um like you can get muddled into like locking yourself into like how it's supposed to be. So it's good that you kind of release the area of control, and you leave more wiggle room for like what can happen down that road, down that path. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, I'm gonna close this session now. Okay, because we don't we don't want to leave any portals open for any weirdos messing with you. Okay, or me. All right, so. Now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, prospects, from those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. I ask for the same for Edwin the Querent, in respect to his own, and upon closing the portals in this particular reading, this personal reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close this portal now. All right. It's all for a matter of protection. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Okay, here, let's close. Change the energy. Okay. All right. All right. So thanks. That was good. Thanks for trusting me with reading. If there was anything that was like ultimately private, I would be guided to let you know that I would kind of write you back, on it. On those particular things, but that's what I got for you. Okay, that's what your guides have for you, actually. All right. If anybody else wants a reading, it's only paid readings. All right, so that's that. Okay. All right, let's get on with it. All right, moving forward. All right. Okay, extroverted. 9 of Wands, extroverted. It's showing up. Yeah, this is showing up after all that has happened. What is this all about? Is this internal? External? Oh, okay, so I have energies, like people who are really showing up for me. That's what it's showing me here. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, elaborate here. Someone's trying to do another psychic attack. Oh! All right. 2 of Pentacles in reverse and Page of Cups in reverse. What? Oh, there's secret admirers here. And this is not an imbalance. This is a loading period where it's kind of like you're typing something and then you delete it. You type something and you're like, send, no, delete it. Let me just change it. Okay. I do that a lot on a regular, actually. I do that with like emojis. Like, dude, I am not well versed with emojis. Like, is that too much? Like, I don't know. I'm not as talented in that arena. Some people are very much talented there, but I don't text very much, so. All right, so moving forward, that's what it's showing me here. Okay. So those that showed up, some are secret admirers. A lot of them are showing me. They're questioning what should they say. Yes. What? Okay. All right. Let's get on with it. Gifts Unlocked by Two of the Inner Wild, Season 2, Episode 7. Let's get on with it. Okay. So, part of the gifts that are unlocked here is, being able to read the room, even when nothing is said, even when you're not physically present. It's just your energy. It's just mine. You're in your spot. I'm in mine. It's like, it's, yeah, like, don't even need to say anything. It's just the energy showing up for itself. Okay, cool. So, this is being super duper 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 intuitive. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anything else? What other gifts are unlocked? In the witching hour of Christmas. This way. This way. The devil card. Oh, I have some naughty characters here that want to show their love. All right. So, the devil can represent several things. So I ran by just like common keywords for it. This is like highly attractive. This is obsessive. This is addictive. I ran all three, phrases or words. And even though there might be an element of truth in each, the dominant energy is addicted. And then I heard, I'm addicted to you. By, I don't know, it's dubstep. I don't remember, but I like it. that song. Um, yeah. I mean, there's, yeah. For a certain ratio of you, though, these a certain ratio of these energies that are present, um, yeah, let me say, okay, so a certain percentage of you, like, have done some, like, heinous things, like, in your past, current, past, it's past. I'm not gonna ask if it's recent past or way like there's dust on that past. But you have a heinous history for sure. Certain ones within this category. Your past was bad. Yeah. I mean, dude, like this might be a little bit of your karma. Yeah, it is. It is a little bit of your karma. I'm not saying that from like, being like biased, like, oh, you must have been like the one of the bad ones, like that, like the kind of energy that I'm in. No, I'm speaking to you like just a one-to-one. Like I'm just checking the energy, and that's what it's saying. I'm not going that deep into it, but it's partial. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're doomed. I mean, we did the reading, and what Doris said though, um if this is part of your karma, it's part of the learning experience. mm, Not just in appreciating what you have, but also getting through the muck of it. Maybe you were on the other, I'm just, just seeing what the opposing end is like. But yeah, that it doesn't have to doom you into being played by others, especially when you have like red flags from your own personal experience, whether doer or receiver. Um, we all have levels of what we do, whether um, in favor or not, to others and or ourselves. So, yeah, that's that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've talked to plenty of your energy and Edwin. Yeah, I mean, you should feel blessed. You must have um like very protective like ancestry that have done really 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 great things, and they look out for the baby, the baby of the family, or their younglings, especially when you could be doing way 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 better. And not everyone that does heinous things have to, like, there's a rarity that doesn't have to experience the strife, like, in its ultimate form. um Everyone has their purpose in amplifying things to the better, but yeah, that's as much as I'm receiving here. So um yeah. All right, so again, moving forward. Okay. Okay, let's hear. The Star card and King of Wands. Ooh. I have people who. Right, no, wait. Oh, I have really great networks. I'm very well known for what I do. Um, and I have. I'm like, this is like a solid network. Like, I have a solid network here. So here, came through on my left side. Is this internal, external energy? All external or apart? It's all external. Okay. Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords, and the World card in reverse. What the heck is that? All right. This is external. Inner circle. Someone I do not know. Someone I do not know who has started creating some kind of harmony. Um, all right. There is someone that I do not know that has started, creating, like, they're in harmony with, like, when things go down, like, and it's melodramatic, and there's a violin playing in the background. It's just super accentuated in its form of drama. They understand those feelings, but this is not like ha ha ha, play the little violin. This is harmonizing what they already know to be true. They can speak to it, that they can speak to that harmony. So there's someone that I don't know who has started, like, trying to harmonize something that has to do with inheritance. And this is, I because inheritance can mean several things. It can mean the normal, like, financial part of it. It can mean spiritual inheritance, which is like certain gifts or whatever. And then there's other things that I haven't yet thought of in what that, so I just listed that as other. So what they told me was it's financial, um so it's financial and other. So as far as inheritance, there, I don't know, it covers two, like, other and financial. Knight of Swords, this is happening, something, it's expedited with that energy's involvement. um and it's almost like a gameplay, let's say, like a spiritual, like, court. basketball court or whatever. And this is like the one clear shot. This is the portal. And so things are like, it's almost like in the bag, in the true bag, rather than just lingering around in the court. That's what's happening here. Let me get a clarifier to that. Benny, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. You have no business here. You're just bullshit. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving forward. That's got to be my ex though, because I received an email saying that he was going to get a new lawyer and um uh get me as much as he can get. So whether he can land me in jail or take my home away from me, add interest and penalties to whatever's owed and due, um in like, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's just like, after reading this part of it, I know that money was moved around. I know that like wills were changed, and like I know this. I've known this for a very long time. I don't like talking about it because it makes me sound like I know how other people have talked about stuff like that, and what the nature of the beast is like, and I'm not down for that. But like, I'm not down with being cheated either. So I've given it a rest, but like my guides have been constantly telling me it is it, it should be brought up. For as long as they're, putting it on the plate, I should be bringing it up. I shouldn't fear like what I might sound like. This is like just like everything else. I'm not cherry picking. This is what they're giving me. Um all right, so clarifiers to it. Like, I just know because like when he said like, okay, so so what about we need to figure out a day of separation. Does February of blah 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 this year's, like, are you good with that? And I'm like thinking, that's so weird, like that's so specific, after like you're trying to like BFF me and this and that and discourage me from trying to find a job because now like, or and discourage like going to, you know like him going to therapy because he's that much closer to his raise, and that would be like, I could work at home, and it would be like, think we could work things out. I don't need to go to therapy, like we're just that much closer, etc. Meanwhile, he's coming up with certain dates that benefit him, and I'm just like, where's, yeah, okay, I guess it's fine. And he's making private calls to the executor, to the person that does her taxes, who happens to be the executor, like outside of our home. And I find out like, oh, why'd you go out? He's like, can I take a call outside? Like what? It's just all suspicious. And then bank receipts that are just like, they're just all this weird stuff happening. And so like and then acting all smug in court when I present this receipt, and I'm like, what is, like, there's money movement, can you explain that here? And he says, oh, that was put towards my, our son's, college grant or whatever, this and that. Like he's some hero, and it's like, that's not true. Why would you do that all of a sudden then, when you could have done that well before? Like, it just didn't make, nothing made sense. But I was, anyway, this is it. Yeah. Okay, so clarifying this, or what I'm talking about now. Yeah, I mean, it could be the same person. It is the same energy, like the timeliness of waiting till to say something like that. After this, yeah, and just the energy itself. Um, like I know he deals with like a gross crowd, you know, just a very like, I don't know, a very lost crowd. And so yeah, sick 'em. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the El Diablo in reversal, or the Devil in reverse, Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, and Nine of Pentacles. This is talking more about my stance and less about the drama, and just saying like I'm still conducting business as usual. I do have the golden ticket. I do not care to obsess over the details of this and that. Um, it's important for me to speak up, of course, um, but I don't need to drill the point or beat a dead horse. Um, I just know I've exerted my energy and presented myself well, and let the universes take care of the rest. Two of Cups, this energy is coming through this page of Wands that is starting up something to expedite. You know, this is definitely an external energy, someone I do not know. And they're also in the habits of not micromanaging things, but just um, making a point, like putting ownership on it, true ownership on it. And so that's the point, is making the point. This is trying to pin things down. And this is Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is about like the Garden of Eden, the truth. Uh yeah, this is somebody saying like, this is kind of like relative to the work atmosphere. Somebody does like all the work, this background work, and they hand the spirit stick, like they go on vacation or whatever, they're parting from the company, and they give a person leads or whatever, and then somebody else is trying to seize it, like, oh, that person has no right to do that, I should be the one next in line. I'm the assistant to the regional assistant manager or whatever. And then so they assume the leads, where when, you know, these leads have already been delegated to like so and so and so. I don't know, I should be receiving all of the leads. So that's what's happening here, distinguishing like who this garden, like where these pieces are supposed to go. So there's that. Okay. I don't do free readings. I'm only doing unpaid readings. um mm, so I can either do that online or offline. But it is more economical to do it online when I'm on a live. Mm. All right, so moving forward, or let's get on with it. All right, so the whole point here in my personal stuff, and if any of my collective is going through stuff like this, is not to like, oh, keep your personal stuff to yourself, etc. Like, you shouldn't be dishing that out in public, etc. Whatever. Those energies have a tendency not to feel comfortable with themselves or have something to hide themselves. So that's their whole bit. Whether they admit to it or not, that is the energy. They've got something to hide that's pretty big. And so this is not like also laying it out on the floor to like say, oh, pick me, you know, attention me, attention that. I'm just hashing things out. But what we're we gonna say about this here, the initiative is not just to straight up correct things, but to better our situation, better our methods, and what was I gonna say about that? Oh, to keep positive. So not to focus, like, mind where your focus is going. So look at the ratio, like observe yourself. In I mean, that's what that's what I've done all throughout, and seeing like, I need to really start putting more eggs in this basket. I'm gonna have to feed this dog more than that dog. I love both dogs because both dogs are truthful, but like I really got to um start steering more in this direction. So yeah, less drama. Less drama. Hmm. Hi. All right, so let's get on with it. This, me, internal. All right, internal. All right. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Sorry, this is like in French, I guess. Chevalier. I don't know. Because it's this is coupes. Anyway, Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Fool card. This is all internal. Internal. External. Internal. External. Internal. External. All right, this is okay, so these are all internal, but dominantly this is internal and this is external. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So I could see this. Okay. So I'm going to read this all as internal first, just from us. Like, all right. So Seven of Cups in reversal. This is like being chosen. Like, this is not the pick me energy, but this is like your first selection, let's say, for picking teams. You know, these are one of the first selections. If not the only selection, nomination, that kind of energy. I can stand corrected in that. I can be confident in that energy, wear that suit well, because this is where I belong. However, being in such a high position, like working to this standard, this pace, I am not like, admittingly, I am not taking care of myself as I should. Let's say I should not engage in self-care more, like my beauty routines more, just because like I'm prospectively or actively dating someone. You know what I mean? Like I should be romanticizing myself, like as far as, you know, doing my full on. I don't really have a major self-care routine on like skincare and all of that, but I do have product behind me. I do have things that like I would probably be engaging more if I was prospectively or currently dating someone. And that's stupid. That's stupid. I should be doing that myself. Like, cause the book doesn't just stop there, like as far as like I'm good where I'm at presently, but it moves on forward. This is the golden ticket and like the free pass go, you know, energy. So that's that. Okay, that's primarily that. The other portion where it's kind of separate, where this is external, is that when you tend to do that, when, let's say, I'll speak for myself, when I do that and I skip over parts of self-care, um like fudge up, like I just like do myself like a little bit of injustice in that. What magnetizes are people who are romantics, but like they don't follow through. You know what I mean? Like this is like careless whispers. This is like kind of like one night stand type of energy. I wouldn't call it a player type of energy. This is more like um oh, this is unrequited love energy. That's what I gotta say. Not one night stand. This is unrequited love energy. If it's like one night stand energy, it would be more of like in its energetic sense, people who are occultists and know how to do energy exchange without actually being present. So these are people like just like they bid on your energy, your like your will, your vows, your all of that. Um and like promising like, oh, like I wish I could, or I'll get there, like I have some kind of like interest, like I have I don't know, a jet plane or whatever they have, they have means. So these are kind of like manipulators in a sense of like um they're they never intended on following through. It's not that they can't, but energetically they can't. They may have means, or they might be completely bullshitting. There's various stories in there. So it's all the more important for me to self-care, if just for my sake, and especially if I want to be with somebody else, like prospectively, like I do not want that kind of energy. All right. Yeah, it makes you feel good for sure. All right. But sometimes doing what makes me feel good is like, let's just skip out on that. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to like put on like all this stuff or whatever. But I guess I don't look in the mirror enough to like to see like, okay, well, I could use a little bit, my skin could use a little bit of correction here and there. I don't scrutinize myself in the mirror because I don't know. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's good. But then if I were dating someone, I'd be like, oh my God, I, I gotta do stuff. I gotta do stuff. Pronto! Yeah, so that's kind of stupid. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay. So now it's, what day is it? Is it, oh, we just got through with Christmas. It's, it's Blackout Friday. It's the 26th. Friday. That's weird. It feels like Monday. Shoot. It's just Friday. Okay, Friday. Oh, let's get on with. Oh, no. I thought I read it wrong. That's the Hanged Man card. So objective. Internal, external energy. It's external. External. Someone that I don't know. Obviously external, so it's someone I don't know. But like what I'm understanding is like it's then if it's external, then why is it in the palm of my hands? And saying that somebody external, objective, detached, objective, detached. Yeah, someone that's detached. Yeah, again, it's kind of like the unrequited love energy, but it's saying like, oh, but like that energy is in the palm of my hands. Is it wrapped around your little finger or whatever? That's like the difference between wrapped around your finger to or your little finger to like in the palm of your hands is like Do what you will with me. That's what that is. So it's like, I wouldn't call this a simp. This is more of like somebody who's very intimate but detached. So it's like is it's yeah, I'll just say that much, okay? So what is this, what is this business in here? What is this doing here? Like, should I put it back? No, I said ask. Okay, I'll ask. Yeah, but that's funny. Like, do what you will with me. So it's like a sadist, but it's almost like reverse sadist. Like, I am invited. here's your invite. It's a welcome. Like, that's what he's saying with this energy anyway. Okay, clarifier. Is it like the king? Oh wait, the Knight of Cups in reversal. No. This is a weird energy because they're saying it's both ill-intended and well-intended, but more so well-intended. This is a honeypot type of energy. But this is like, well, this is business and pleasure, but more so pleasure, if I have to admit. if I have to tell you, if I have to be absolutely truthful, if you're gonna do the lasso of truth on me, I will say this is more of pleasure than business, but business gets my foot in the door to actually being here. Somebody put me up to it. Yeah, that's true. So it is definitely a honeypot energy. Yeah, it's like a spy energy because as soon as I asked and was so upfront about it, after the giggling stopped, it was quiet on the yes, no. That's crazy. What? Yeah, like straight face, poker face energy. Yeah, he's laughing now. As long as I can break a smile on this energy phase, as long as I can like grab the humanness in that energy, like forget about work, okay? For a second. That's the weak spot. Hold on. No, we wouldn't call that a weak spot, neither from my position nor his position or her position, whatever. It's a him. From his position or nor my position. We would call that a soft spot. It's like the tickle spot. There are no safe words. What? What? So, I don't know if I would call this a dangerous type of energy. I mean, they could be, but this is a different dynamic. Like, this is a different dynamic. Yeah, this is a different dynamic. I mean, I would have to be careful engaging in this type of energy, but like, I would say super smart people have very complex, like a very complex palette. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't engage with this energy, like this chemistry, this energy would not like click with a dum dum. Do you understand? Like this is it just like you can't, I don't know. That's just the energy there. Yeah. Like dude already has his shirt off. Like he's like, we just went somewhere and he has his shirt off, you know what I mean? Like this is like the most formal like um like enchanting, like seductive. That's what I'd say, seductive type of energy that I've ever seen as the hangman card. Like seriously, the hangman usually looks like a fool. You know what I mean? This one is like he's not trying to sell anything. It's an energy, I have to say. An energy. It's a honeypot. It's a honeypot energy. That is hilarious. Can I get one more card? I was curious. 10 of Cups. See, I'm telling you. Yeah. So this is not a promise. This is not an estimate. This is an actual 10 of Cups fulfillment. Um, everybody's happy. Like, you know, like, hold on. It's funny. I think it's funny, but like I said, this is like you have to be careful, you know? 2 of Wands in reverse. Like I said, you have to be careful. There are some things that are like, you don't know. You just don't know. All right, so let's just move the energy for a second. Holy crap. All right, change the topic. See? I know. Dude. Let me remember who this is. All right, moving forward. Okay. All right. So this is the moon card. Yeah, moon card. Upright. So full moon, manifestation. 6 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Swords, and the Star card in reverse. See, that's a tricky energy. Like, although there's fun, and there's like, that is almost like one night stand energy. But like, it could be like, that's rendezvous energy. But like, you know, like one night stand, like not a whole string of them, but like a string of them. Like, here, time passes. Over here. Hi again. Over here. Yep. Hi. Hi. Oh, you again. You know, that kind of energy. That's that energy. It is reliable in that dynamic because it clicks on a rarity. Like you identify, like what, like, you know what I mean? Like, did you just hear that? You know, like there's like a sea of people, and like people just like there's 2 that just raise their head up, like, oh, did you hear that? And you're the only 2 that hear that. That's what the energy is like with that. Okay. So there's that. But this is a manifester, right? This is an occultist, right? So the tricky part is that energy is not really like your friend material. That's not friend material. That's not ultimately reliable. That's not like that's rendezvous, you know, like down for it, but down low, down for it, but on down low, that kind of energy. That's it. Okay, I am naturally an objective, like detached energy, that kind of energy. So Swords. Yeah. Nope. Gone. That kind of energy. One night stand energy. So this is like I don't say like they're like a greedy occultist or like I need to like take all of your energy. I want to take all of your essence. I want to do this so I can feel it onto my ventures or whatever. That's not that. This is not that energy. That's why this person is working from this position rather than the delegates that put him onto it. Not speaking down on this energy is just like those are the evils. You know what I mean? Those are the one like you know, like suffocate this energy, like you're mine forever kind of energy, keeping them like trapped, you know, like that kind of energy, like siphon the fuels off of this energy. No, this is not what this energy, that's not their entertainment, nor their, they wouldn't take on assignments like that. This is more of um like their initiative is more so like being delegated to like slow me down a little bit, or keep me humbled a little bit, or like you know, busy, you know, that kind of energy. um and so that's, I mean, he's good at what he does, obviously. It's a rare occurrence for him to be like, yep, that's the one. um I will I will conduct business off the clock, sir. Yes, sir. Shit. That's funny. But this is not a real major threat to me. It's like, how involved do you want to be involved, if any? And this is not like, well, I can do it with somebody else, you know. That isn't being delegated to do this or that. It's not like that. This is um you know, like life experience is a good thing, right? But at the same time, like I think um the true like component here is not getting trapped up in this type of energy. Like, if I want if I want to engage, I know what I'm being like I'm engaging with. um it's very straightforward, but like I can't be the one simping over this energy. And I don't think this energy wants a simper, for sure. They've had simpers before. That's why this energy knows me as not like that, and they're not like that. This is very different, very particular. And so yeah, it's just like making sure that if I want to engage in that, then I also need to keep guard. Like I have other things that I'm doing too. Like I'm you know, that kind of energy. Um yeah. Like you know, because this energy is not wanting to keep me down. This is this is like, let's do I need to talk? Do I need to say anything? Because that's funny. Okay, change the energy. Change the energy. Okay. All right, moving forward. Let's get on with it. Gifts unlocked. I mean, I would say that this particular presentation is a gift in itself because, like I said, it's a rarity. And not all rarities are good, but some rarities are just like I said, it's good to experience different things. Like, do you know, like, dude, life can be so like dry and stupid, and there's so many just right. Anyway, the Magician, the Empress in reverse, and the Chariot card. Internal, external. Hold on. Mixed. Okay. Shit. Okay, hold on. Internal, external energy. Okay, and this is internal, but it's like deep root earth star chakra sense, like primordial, you know, sense. It's internal. And it's like aesthetic, like at a glance, it's an external. Okay. Um Hold on. This is, hold on. This is external. Okay. Is this the same? Different. This is the same energy here. Okay, and then Chariot card. This is energy. Okay. All right. This is the same energy. It is external. Okay. A magician. Okay, so I'll read it as external first, okay? The external energy here, something I know. Someone I don't know. Different from the hangman energy here, okay? So there's a true change of subject here, okay? This is someone who's trying to manifest something, but what they're currently manifesting is either, hold on, unrequited love in its divine feminine form, or someone that's like put on hold, almost like energetically put on hold. Where's the dominant energy here? Okay, this is not a trash energy. The Empress in reversal here. Someone that's well intended, okay? But they are in limbo, detached, objective. With prior commitments. What is it? In limbo, detached, objective. They're detached. They're well intended, but detached. Detached, why? They just got out of something, or they're getting out of something. So they don't have a prior commitment unless it's to themselves. Yeah, that is correct. So they just got out of something, or they are getting out of something. All in all, if we're just going to isolate it without any kind of other involvement, whatever that situation is, whatever, without going into the details of things, she has a commitment to herself to like get through this, to buckle up, to like to get through that. So but things are moving forward regardless. It's not an action item. It's something that's organically happening. What is this energy? Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so that's good. Okay. All right, so clarifier to that. Oh my gosh, 93 minutes. Okay. All right. 5 of Cups in reverse, definitely. They are it's a graceful goodbye. So maybe they just are like tying up loose ends, like dotting their I's, crossing their T's on the contracts or whatever. No, it's not that part. Just say goodbye. Goodbye. Graceful. Just said goodbye. They're regaining their graces. Yeah, definitely. So getting resettled, resituated back into the world, okay? Feeling more right about oneself. No, we'll just go with the first part of it. Okay, since it fell on the top over here, I'm going to get the top of the deck for that. 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they just freed themselves, for sure. They just freed themselves. So you don't want to be like the energy that's like, hey, I noticed that you're free. Like in your face, that kind of energy. Yeah, so like you are kind of like playing with a yo-yo. Look, with manifestations. You're just kind of like balancing act, like checking energy. Keeping your hands like busy is like idle hands. There's devil's playground type of energy. And so that's where you're at. But like you're like on the brink, like I don't want to say on the prowl because it seems like you're like hunting or whatever. But this is like the jump start, the automatic boost, you see? Like his position. Like he could just really isn't just jumping up. That's like jumping up like with a like at maximum like leverage, you know what I mean? That's what that is. Um that's like the maximum boost, like even to gain wing capacity, you know, that like flight, yeah. All right, so there's that. Let's get on with this. Okay, I think that's it for now. That's that we didn't even finish that story, but that's an energy here, okay? Sussing things out, yeah. That's what it is. Like when you play with energy, like sussing. That's but yo-yo, like some people get like after you've played with a yo-yo for so long, you want to engage in other tricks. Like if they could do it, dude, like I should. And what am I doing killing time? Just doing the same movement over and over. So you like do the triangle, like the yo-yo thing, and then you do, I don't know, there's, it used to be a weapon, so it's like you just yeah, in its light sense, you're just keeping your hands busy, okay? Just like all right. That means something else too. Okay. All right. So it's time for the takeaways. All right. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Start with this. And this deck. Okay. So we start with this deck. Do we use this one too? No. Okay. Bottom of the deck for this one is Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse is can be a huge influx, like a tidal wave of opportunities or whatever, or like flooring the competition, like washing them out completely, clean slate, etc. It could also mean like drinking a little too much energy, or a prompt to sobriety. It could be like somebody who is, you know how people overstay, you say like people are overstaying their welcome. This is overstaying like the hostess, like the hosting position, like over accommodating people, you know, that kind of energy. Because this is like a bartender, and this is, you know, like overdoing it, like over like, I don't want to say like a yes man energy, but like hospitality to, it's like major, like you don't need to show off like how much you can do for other people. No, 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 that kind of energy. So there's that. So it's a variety of things that it could be. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce on this is Five of Wands in reverse. This is like no feuding, no conflict. Yeah, it's not upcoming. It's yeah, that's what it can be, an underground riot crew in assembly, you know. But there's that, okay? So bottom of the deck here is Three of Cups in reverse. It could be doing away with old shits and giggles. It could be, or like elevating, like you've outgrown certain things, rather than just saying, no, it's not good for me. You've like literally outgrown, like that doesn't entertain me anymore, you know? I've, yeah. It could also mean bad blood, like third party energy recognized. What else? They said that's it. Okay. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, is Justice in reverse. Something in the works. Underground activities that are happening, like certain associations, like things, you know, like there are things that happen with our government, or you know, like United Nations, all of that. There are things that happen beyond our scope of like what's open to the public, so as not to like incite a craze. And so but there's like secret associations that really do conduct business, and those that disassemble, you know, things. So there's there's more so. This is ones that are in favor. Okay. Okay. So, all right, start with this. Yeah, okay. So, those are the top bottom takeaways. Okay. So this is from my super duper refined divine collective. 2 takeaways. Wow. What do we even talk about here? You're opening 6 companies at once. Um, all right. So, 2. Okay, first one. Inverted, internal, external, energy, internal. It's external. Okay. Okay. The Hierophant in reversal, inverted, but it's an external energy. What does it mean? Just kidding. Okay. The Hierophant in reversal, it's kind of like unorthodox. This is not how things are usually done around here, but this is the way I do them. In fact, this could be something that I don't usually do things like this because it's inverted. Okay, so it's inverted. It's not how I usually do things. Okay. So shut up. Shut up in your mouth. That's what it is. Yeah, because if it's muted, right? And it's in reversal, like I don't need to hear what you think about it. If I did want to know, I would ask. So it's being a little polite until you don't have to be polite about it. Yeah, what the heck? Okay, but it's external. So these are other people within your same league. Like, how do I say it? You can't say in the same league, but other leaders or wannabe leaders. I don't know. Mm, like little rascals in a higher with a higher role. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, that like you don't need to hear anything from them. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Another card from here for the second. No, we'll just want to do 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Okay. All right. Okay. Clarifier to that is King of Wands in reversal. Internal, external energy. It's external. These are players. These are well-versed players, and that's the reason why you don't need to hear what they are saying. Yeah, these are hierophants. Yeah, so this is like the wand in itself, like deep-rooted. So they might be highly reputable in saying like, but reputable, like who's giving them credit, you know what I mean? And credit by what means, like how did they attain it? King of Wands in reversal. Oh, wait, ill-intended. It's ill-intended, yeah. So they're selfish, right? They're only speaking to you from their position. These are no, no. Like okay, these are energies that take it to the great degree. Like these are players, let's say, like in a romantic sense, like in the field, playing the field. They've done so much dirty, like you wonder, like you're not just doing this to like the opposite sex, like to like girls. So it's okay, you're like, how could you? It's on a level like you could do that to another person. Like forget about it being a girl. You could do that to another person, like another human being. It's to that level. Yes, and by that translation, you could not trust them yourself. You know what I mean? So there's that. Like, what do you know about this when you're engaging in This is like, this is irresponsible. If you haven't sampled the reality of that and by any storytelling mechanisms, you would notice the energetic seed and patterning within that energy that they're capable of doing that. Like, should I be blunt? Censored a bit? No, the blunt. This would be like someone like on their, I don't know, 30th birthday or whatever. They decide to, you know, try some drug or whatever, or not even, they don't have to, but like they falter in several arenas. Okay. So they do that, and then they fuck a prostitute, and then they and then like and then they sleep with their wife, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of craziness. Like, or they I don't know, they fuck a prostitute, and then they like back at the hotel, like at the elevator or whatever, like they meet somebody that's like, I don't know, a minor, a 16-year-old or whatever, and they fuck them, or like they do something, you know, it's that kind of, like you would do that, you know, to like that, that's crazy, that kind of energy. um mm, yeah, so there's that kind of energy. Okay, so don't get too like hung up on if this is male or female or whatever. This is, I want to talk about like masculine, feminine, or whatever that's there. Okay. So that's your first takeaway. Okay. It's crazy. All right, your second takeaway is I was just thinking, I have such a wild, like crazy, divine, like refined divine collective. Like, what the heck is going on? And then I burped, and that was confirmation. Internal, external, internal, energy. It's external. All right, external, extroverted, Ace of Cups, external, Ace of Cups. Okay, so you are well celebrated. This is a refresher. This is definitely a different way in doing things. Because this is creativity card. This is like a blessings, a baptismal type of energy, and is accentuated, and it is also external. So this is like kind of like a glow up in operations, basically. Because others are involved. This is an external energy. So it is seen, it is recognized. Yeah. So that's your second takeaway, clarified by Seven of Wands. Yeah, leverage. Yeah, this is, I don't know who I was talking about before. Like, this is the opportunity. Somebody might this is this is definitely a huge advantage. Yeah, you broke a certain pattern, and changing the pattern, it's like um finding a better code for something, like if in tech, like it's finding a better code to operate something. Yeah, this is definitely way better. Like there's nothing weird or fishy or like quirky about the coding there. That's correct. Yeah. Definitely. All right, that's wonderful, wonderful. All right, so two takeaways. um uh okay, two takeaways for my partner in peace and quiet. Partners in peace and quiet. Okay. I kept hearing, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Because, like, the last one, like, when I gave, okay, I remember giving a certain piece of advice to my divine collect, or my partner in peace and quiet. And I don't know if it was at that time that it was pluralized, but it was for a special, particular partners in peace and quiet. And it was cut down to 1 minute when it was like nearly an hour. And I had the hunch, like, later on, that they didn't listen to my input. And it's like, what, are you really my partner? Like, do you not trust me? Like, who's doing the cat? Like, why is it that they're not listening? Like, the only thing that I can think of, like, in being very particular about, like, how I read things and keeping the information still available days after in case they wanted to regroup, and then them not following it, like, what the like, like, they automatically think that I'm lesser than them, like, what, and or they don't trust me. What is going on here? Maybe that energy needs to be replaced. Not me, but that energy. I know we all make mistakes here, but, like, what is it? Like, that doesn't, no. I don't know what to say about that, but that's as much as that I'm going to say about it right now. So let's see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight want to say about my about or to my partners in peace and quiet. Okay, first takeaway. Queen of Cups in reverse. Internal, external, internal. Okay, I'm gonna get a clarifier for that. Internal, external. External. Okay. Six of Wands, external. Okay. Yeah, they fucked up. Because I think I remember the Queen of Cups or some energy of that source. Like, they have their own agenda and it's all about succeeding in that. Like, so she, like, yeah, they did fuck up. Okay. So I am right about that. Okay. So okay. Okay. This fell as a bridge. Yeah. This fell as a bridge between, like, my, this thing, and the table or the desk. It almost fell through. Yeah, things almost got all the way fucked. So clarified by internal, external, same energy, different, external, different. Okay. Nine of Cups. External, different energy. Nine of Cups is it's happiness. It's feeling satiated. It's feeling good. It is. Wait, what? Oh. Hold on. Let me get one more card on this, because what this is telling me up front is that I wasn't listened to, and they got their way. Like, this whatever chick, got their way, is because this whoever was fulfilled or, like, happy or satiated, they were fucking that girl. They were fucking that person. That's why they didn't listen to me. It wasn't a matter of me listen. It's because they were getting theirs, and so that, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck? Let me see here. Let's not jump to conclusions, but I did check the energy, and they said yes, yes, yes. Queen of Cups upright. Yep, she got hers for sure. Yeah, that's weird. That's crazy. What the heck? Uh, um, that's crazy. Okay, we need a squidgy board. Okay, well, I'm that is not a good partner in peace and quiet. That is directly the opposite of peace and quiet. Why did we even let that energy in to qualify? Did they have a title? I don't know, like what. Maybe I'm just doing spirit's work and identifying all of the weakest links. Like, that is fucking weak. You would trash this position. Like, it wasn't just a position of responsibility, it like gave a lot of leverage. And to fuck it up like this because you had something going on behind the scenes fucking somebody else, like, and you not only, okay, I see. So if this person did away with the person that they were previously fucking, then she would be like, ah, like, oh, poor me, like, oh no, we have something going on, why would you do, like, create a scene. So this partner had to ultimately protect his best interests, not just continue like fucking the girl. But yeah, this had something to do greater about like his position. He had to cover his own ass. All right, that is done away with. Whether it's, maybe it's like a girl on girl thing, or like I get you, you get me, like kind of we fulfill each other, like this is like behind the scenes type of energy. I don't know, but like that's the mirroring of Queen of Cups type of energy. So someone very highly intuitive, but I've never seen such a mirroring like that. And it's like, um that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I understand that I am assuming the position right now for my partner, my BFF, in peace and quiet until we have a great match. So fuck that shit, okay? Second takeaway now, all right? Okay, internal, external, internal. It's external. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reversal. Extroverted. Yeah, I have put a stop to the boat. Like, like in Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay is like he closed up shop because he got so frustrated. He said, "Fuck this shit. We we are not in the condition to be able, like, you know what I mean? Like in the first seasons anyway, he had to do that. So for legitimate reason, fuck this shit up. I am putting a halt to this. Like, this is not Star Search or whatever. Like, no. Okay, there's a lot of things going on here, and I would still leave like open applications, but there's no need for immediate fulfillment because we're not going to get like your standard fuck shit is what other people say about it. But that's I don't usually use that term, but that's what that is. um no. I gotta put a stop to that. All right. um okay, clarified by internal, external, energy, external, temperance in reverse. It's appearing again in reversal. Yeah, it's like clean slate, like clean slate. Yeah, for sure. um yeah. Yeah, those who have previously entered into the role and fucked that shiz up is they're like, I know people like, compassion, people change, no, no. that they have they're blacklisted from this arena, okay? To put it like bluntly, they are blacklisted. That's kind of like, and it's like just like curt sense about it, but this is more like they're no longer eligible. That's what it is. Truthfully, they're no longer eligible. They're like, you mess it up once, it's almost like, what is it? Impeachment almost. It's like, no, no, no. That's it. Okay. So anyway, um, 3 takeaways for me. Okay. First one. Okay, so it's external. Oh no, it's extroverted. Internal. External. Energy. Internal. So this can be internal or external. It fluctuates between the two. But as like when I get to energy, or just like displacing it as energy, it changes. It like recycles back to like switching, like an on off switch. So there's something about authority, or like accountability, like when we displace accountability between, is it internal or external, and we result into like, maybe it's a neutral, like and it's energy thing, it like it has an on off switch. It displaces the energy between internal and external. I don't know what that means, but let's see. The Lover's card, extroverted. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So this is not rushing to find placement for a certain role until we find the perfect match. Like the hangman energy was like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What? Like, it's a perfect exact match. And so you can't fill it for like with somebody that does like a second Z's, like, oh wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I think I hear it. You don't pick that energy. You pick the one that just like, oh, like that kind of energy. Okay. So until we find that energy, I must assume that energy. And if I am not quite fulfilling that, that's a learning thing for me. That's a learning path for me. And that is fine. That's a-okay. Because how would I know what to speak to, or what to, like, others would qualify if I didn't know what that was about? And so this is a great learning opportunity, like a growth opportunity for me, if I'm not already within that measure. But I would definitely not be within the measure if I rush to fulfill that position. So, like, is it really out there? No, I have to find it like in me. And so that's what it's showing me here. Yeah. So this is definitely, you have to like read between the lines. All right, so clarifier for that one. Internal, external, energy. Internal. Energy. Judgment. Yeah, no, that's the truth. That's basically the truth. Everybody has to show up for themselves, as themselves, and that's the truth. Like, you can't fake it. That's your true placement. So this is a learning opportunity. Like, I'm not biased in or being too hard on myself, uh nor should I really be too easy on myself. That's what keeps the edge, basically. If I want to be daring, if I want to encounter these like special opportunities, and like fulfill like be like, not just like pass the buck, like just clicking the button. Hi, my name is Joe. I have a wife and 4 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day my boss asked me if I was busy. I said no. He said, good, push this button with your left hand. That's like, there's more to it than that. So this is a personal discovery that we all have to go through. And as that's what I was saying. Yeah. All right. So that's one takeaway. Okay. My second takeaway is, because doesn't everybody like to like have romance in their life? Like, I was just asking if there was a partner in peace and quiet. Yeah, so it's like an escape, a bit of an escape to just have like that comfort blanket. Like yeah, definitely. So anyway, internal, external energy. External. Yeah, external. Queen of Swords in reverse. Ill intended. Well intended. Well intended. Detached. Objective. Objective. Okay. So this, I have Queen of Swords energy in my auric fields, in my energy. She is well intended, just objective, just a different way in how she rolls and how she speaks, just a different lingo, but very much like similar. Okay, so just listening in. Well, anyway, we'll get a clarifier for that. It could be like doing PI type of work, like semi PI work. Like they don't like hide in the shadows, like you cannot see me. It's not like that, but it's not making themselves so super obvious. Like here's my badge, you know, like even if it's at a glance. This is uh, no, it's not like that. Yeah, it is just discreet in their presence. So if they are trying to pick up on information, clues into this or that, or getting... Anyway, I was going to clarify because it's going to be so many things, but I don't want to feel out the energy on too much. I already spent like 90 minutes. What's this? Internal, external energy. External, same, different, same, different. External, different energy. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is, they're having to make a decision. Like this is a multiple choice question. This is external, different to them. Yeah, so they are having to make a decision that has to pertain to something outside of themselves. That's why they're here. It could be like partly me, but it's also more than me. That's what they're saying. Yeah, all right, okay. Do we get anything more on that? No. Again, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. No. But this is no, we don't get anything more on that. That's just like an FYI. But this is well intended, so like that's why, you know, I don't care to like dig any further. I just respect the space. All right, and as with they shall respect mine, like they're not gonna get too close into my auric fields. Like, all right, okay, my third takeaway. Nine of Swords. There's a huge emphasis here. This is energy. There's a overwhelming like sensation of something is approaching. Something like something's coming closer. This is almost like is it Lord of the Rings when they're fleeing something? I don't know. And I think the kids like they have like they're in like this rock atmosphere. I forget the story or whatever, but Lord of the Rings when the twins, they're the boys are they have a fire, like a little bonfire, and they're just enjoying their quiet time, and Frodo awakens and he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And he stomps out the fire. But as soon as he does, because they're just like eating their whatever, they're settling down. He stomps out the fire, and but it was already too late. Like a flock of birds come through, like spies. It's about that's the energy that I'm getting here. There's an overwhelming sense of hold on, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's more. But hold on. Oh, this is actually good though. Okay. But it's not without the warning of why. So this is like just what I was talking about. This is an overwhelming amount of support coming through, tunneling in. There's more than 9 birds here. There's definitely more than a dozen there. But I think I counted a dozen outside of the one on our shoulder. But let me just double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 birds over here. So that's like death. Okay. That's a murder. And then the 14th one on her shoulder. So like the overwhelming, like the temperance card, overwhelming amount of support that's coming through. And the 14th one on her shoulder. And I had to ask if it was like good intended or well intended or not. And this is actually a friend energy bringing in the rest of the crew. So things are definitely going to be like ultimately balanced. Okay. That is the energy. Okay. So regulated is what they're saying, not just balanced, regulated. Yes. Okay. Okay. Clarifier to that. Internal, external, energy. External, same? No, different. External. The Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. It's both ill-intended and well-intended, but it's a different energy. Yeah, so there's like ill-intended people of the court, like justice energy, like local justice, and there's well-intended energies that are like different, unorthodox. They are creative. They believe in divorce. They believe in the need for separation, not just time out, but actual separation. You know what? Like I went to, I think, Catholic school, and I was raised on like, oh, like somebody was Protestant there, and she's like, I was like, what's Protestant? And I wasn't like poking or prodding. I was just like, what does it mean? And she took it like like as a joke. She answered it like a joke anyway, and she said, "Oh, it's basically a Catholic that believes in divorce or something like that." It was weird. It was weird. I even remember her name and what she looked like. But so anyway, I don't even know what that means, but I still don't know what that means. But this is a hierophant in both ways. So yeah, there's like spiritual warfare when it comes to, I think, also local justice matters. Yeah. um but the good side will win. Is what it's showing here. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. This looks like clocks. That's what it looks like. That's it for now. Yeah. No, they said there's more on that one. Yeah, get one more. Two, one for each clock. Okay. So something about clocking speeds, like police officer type of, I don't know, clocking speeds. I don't know why. I don't know. So there's something that's being policed here. Page of Wands. Okay. And King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, this is so weird. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this charger on. So, the crazy thing about this, let me do this, fix it. Okay, it's gonna be a little weird. The crazy thing about this is, remember we saw the Page of Wands before, the one with the violin thing. You just rewind back to that. And then on the other side, the King of Pentacles is someone who's highly abusive with, you know, their wealth, whatever is perceived to be wealth of value. These are manipulators. These are people like, you know, like in the 1950s or something like that, or like 60s or 70s, like back in the day when the women would stay home, take care of the children, etc., and the man was supposed to earn the income or whatnot, and it was enforced that way. So like if there was any misdeeds, it would be more in support of the males, as far as like getting back out into the world. So like the housewives, like they couldn't really support themselves, so that was just like they didn't really have any skill sets that, you know, were embellished upon, or endowed with, to like sustain themselves. So if they wanted a divorce, then they would be doomed to like becoming a survivalist or God knows what, you know. And so this is like, I can do what I want because I hold the wealth. This is kind of energy. This is the boss that doesn't give you the promotion unless you're playing politics, and like with the boss's daughter or whatever, you know, there's something like that here. So yeah, these are some of these are actually I don't like to point out people here, but this is because it's in reversal and it has to do with the courts and like marriage and law and whatever. I don't know why it's like getting like, I'm not saying all of them are like this, but this is like Freemason energy. Oh, this is like, because I just recently learned that there are certain phrases that are said in court, certain things like almost like a code word, like a safe word, to give them more leverage. In courts. So this is like underground brotherhood society kind of energy, and in getting their way, if they're coming up against this type of energy, what we talked about earlier, and seeing two sides over here, and then the spiritual warfare thing, it is definitely that. All right, is that it for now? That's it. Okay. All right. Anyway, that was crazy. 1:37:32 on the clock. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, prospects from those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be revoltified in me, only me, also free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points and justice included. For all. Thanks so much. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings now. Oop.